guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be the power of makeup. Now I've been seeing this video circling YouTube for quite a long time now, and I thought, why not I do it? And because it looks really fun, like just having one half of my face without makeup and one with makeup, and you can see the contrast in the difference. And yeah, I thought maybe just giving a little backstory onto why I wear makeup, why I love makeup and all that. So let's get straight into it. I'm gonna put on my little headband. I can never not do my makeup without like a headband or clips to clip back my hair, because if you don't, the chances are you're gonna get makeup in your hair, and I don't like doing that. So yeah, I'm just going to give you like a quick little backstory. Now, I started wearing makeup when I was 4 because I used to be a dancer, so I would have dance concerts, dance Stedfords for about 7 years, and so you would have to wear makeup to your concerts, to your Stedfords and your dress rehearsals and all that. So I started wearing makeup really young, and it used to be really natural. My mum used to put it on me anyway, so I never really did put it on. But after a while, every time mum would do my mascara, I would blink or I would twitch and the mascara would go everywhere, and she would get mascara in my eyes, and every time she would hold my head down like this, and it really pissed me off. Like, it actually really hurt. I just hurt myself. But yeah, so I'm like, one day I think I was like 6, I'm like to mum, give it here, give me the mascara, I'll do it myself. So that's what I did, and that's how I started learning to do makeup. After I finished, so I was like, what, 14 when I finished, I ended up doing netball, and I ended up not wearing makeup from 14 through what, 16, 17. Not until I was like in year 11 when I started going to dances and all that, when I would wear makeup. Now, I knew nothing about makeup. I'll show you something. I still have this. This is my foundation I used to wear all the time, and it's very watery. But as you can see, this line here, I use that much. This is very liquidy now, but I used quite a lot of this foundation. And if you put this foundation up against this one, can you see the difference in the colours? So yeah, I was really off on my colours, and it was only not until I actually probably tossed this. It's been maybe 5 years since I've had this. I just like it. It's like it's a good thing to remember that I used to be terrible at matching myself, and I used to always blend it all the way down my neck anyway, so I used to never be able to tell. I still blend it all the way down my neck anyway, but I used to not be able to tell. And yeah, we'll just get started with this makeup look, and I will just continue talking. For primer, I'm using my NYX pore filler. I love a pore filling primer. It's not like I have that big of pores, but it's just good to fill them in, and it just sort of blurs it. Now I'm doing makeup on this half of my face, just because it's easier for the camera, because if I was, and I've got my mirror right next to this side of my camera, so I can look this way towards my camera. Now, I really only apply a pore filler primer over my pores, so if it's like up here, I don't usually do a pore filler primer. If I wanted to, I could do like a shine free one, but I don't really feel like it. So yeah. Now, primer to me is always the best step, because it adheres the foundation and all the products to your face. I didn't start wearing primer until I left school 3 years ago, so I never used to wear primer ever. Maybe when I did the dancing, I'm not sure. But yeah. So now on to foundation. This is the Rimmel Colourstay. But yeah, so as I was saying before, I never used to colour match myself properly, so everything just didn't look great, or it just looked too dark. But yeah, I still blend blend my foundation to nothingness. Getting the right foundation is key, because if it's the wrong colour, it doesn't look great, and if you miss up a spot, it doesn't match. But when I was really little, and I recommend this for any person starting out, I used to always wear a powder foundation, and then, not when I was really little, but for like the dancing part, because you'd have to wear a liquid foundation for that. When I just want like a little bit of coverage, I just go for a powder foundation. I use the Australis Fresh and Flawless powder. I don't actually have one near me that I can show you because it's in my handbag and I'm really far away from it. So yeah, foundation for me is a key step when doing your makeup, just because it evens out your whole skin tone and gives you a flawless base for the rest of your makeup. It has to be really even and no lines. So as you can see, this side of my face is very nice and flawless and very blended down the neck, and this one you can see all my redness and all my lovely imperfections. Now I know a lot of women like to wear makeup to cover imperfections, and yeah, if you're going out to like a fancy dinner, like here in Brisbane we have I think it's like a club, or it's called Tattersalls Club. Anyway, I could sit here and do a whole video in front of you without any makeup on, but I like my makeup, so I put it on. I can go grocery shopping down to my local shopping centre without any makeup on. I can go to Chermside, which is even further away and it's quite a big shopping centre. I can go into the city with no makeup on. I don't think I've ever done that one. No, I have done that. But like, I can go anywhere out to dinner with no makeup on, but I like to put makeup on, so I do. And I feel like it just makes me look that little bit extra fancier if I wear makeup. Okay, so for concealer, I'm using my Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. This we just place underneath my eyes to correct all the dark circles. And I just bring it down a little bit, and then we just blend it. You can really use concealer anywhere, but I like to use it around my eye, like underneath my eyes, on my eyelid, and like on my nose. You can do it there too. When I do makeup, I do like to do a flawless face. I'm not one of those people who will just do a little bit of makeup. I like to do a lot. When I decide I'm going to go out, like if I'm going to go grocery shopping or go to Chermside, I make the decision before I go if I want to wear a full face of makeup or no makeup. Because sometimes if you go to a shopping centre with a full face of makeup, it can be a bit overwhelming. So you just have to make the decision. Like, I know a lot of people can wear powder and concealer and like mascara and leave, but that's just not who I am. Yes, I used to do that for work, but I had to wear makeup for work, and then when I realised I didn't have to wear makeup for work, I just decided not to wear makeup at all and sleep in. So yeah, you just have to make that decision. Now to set the concealer, I use Australis AC on Tour palette, and I just use these two colours here. Now I always set underneath my eyes with a powder, just so it doesn't crease. Like, I have really bad creasing, like as you can see with this eye, there's just like a natural crease there, and so I always set it with a powder. Now I've only recently learnt to do this, and I've got like an extra powder that if it doesn't look as covered as I want my under eyes to be, I can use that powder, and it's like a concealer powder for extra coverage. I might actually do that for you. It's just the Bare Minerals concealer in Well Rested. Then next step is to set my face with a powder, and this is just like a translucent powder, and it is the Rimmel Stay Matte. Because I'm a really oily person. As you can see, like naturally I'm oily. And so I just like to set so that way I'm not oiling up my face. That's flawless. Now on to bronzer. Now bronzer is only a recent thing I've started to do. Yes, I used to do it a lot. Well, my mum used to do it when I did dancing. But bronzer, only a recent thing I've started to do because you've naturally got a hollow here and here you don't really. I do, but I've got really prominent cheekbones. So I just like to use like a contour brush, just sort of like a diamond brush. And I just apply it in my hollows of my cheeks. Now if you don't naturally have hollow cheeks like I do, it's just from like the top of your ear down to, I like just like the bottom of your ear. But if your bottom of your ear matches like it's like the bottom of my nose, bottom of my ear, never bring it down all the way down to the side of your mouth, because it just looks like you've got a really thin face. Now contouring just gives more dimension to your face, because as I always say, when you put foundation on, okay, your face is, okay, we'll start from the start. Your face is naturally a three-dimensional. When you put foundation on, you look one-dimensional. So what we do, we add back in your contour and then blush and a bit of highlight on the top of your cheeks to bring your face some life. And that's why I like to contour my nose also, just with this same brush, just to give it some dimension, really. And then on my forehead, it's just contour. You can change up the face, the way your face looks. It's a bit weird that way, but like if you don't like, my face has a heart shape, so if you don't like the heart shape, then you can fix it. For blush, I'm using my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in Diffused Heat, and just, so I used to only wear blush, and then I added in a little bit of contour, just a little bit, and then I sort of can do no blush but contour, but I can't do blush but no contour. So it's weird. So I have to have both or just contour, because I find contour or bronzer shapes your face. And see, the blush gives you that little bit of colour back into your cheeks. You can apply way too much blush sometimes, so I just grab a dual fibre brush and blend it out. Any colour blush is fine, really. It's funny, I just realised that I started wearing makeup again in high school. Not too school, because I was never allowed, but I used to wear it to dances, but mainly because I started a beauty course and needed to wear makeup to that. So now for highlighter, I'm using my MAC Mineralise Skinfinish in Lightscapade, and this just goes on the top of your cheekbones, the tip of your nose, and above your eyebrow if you want, and it just brings all those features forward, makes them more prominent. That's a natural base for you, and as you can see from this side to this side, it's very different. Because on this side you can see I've naturally got pink cheeks, so I had to bring that pink back. But I've also got naturally pink sides of my nose, but we didn't bring that back because that's terrible. Onto eyebrows. To me, eyebrows is one of the most important things of makeup. Now, Eyebrows never used to be important whatsoever. Not until I did my makeup course last year, and really probably not until I finished school. It was important up until after then. It's about 3 years maybe. But now I can't leave the house without some sort of brows. Actually, that's a lie. I can't do my makeup without doing some sort of brows. I can leave the house looking like this. Nothing. Just as long as I've got moisturiser on, I'm good to go. As long as I've cleansed and moisturised my face, I can leave the house. So you guys have seen me do my brows thousands of times. Have slowly become more complicated in the way I do them. They're just a little bit more complicated today compared to normal because they're very messy at the moment. So I first use the Brow Wiz by Anastasia, and then a brow powder by Ardell, and then now onto the Inglot brow powder. And this one I just use at the front of my brows and at the top. Now I just use the same brush because you're sort of just carrying the same colours through, so it's okay, but it just helps you blend them in more. And if you need to clean it up, you just grab some concealer and just clean up the edge. And then just for some extra brow, I'm just gonna use my Benefit Gimme Brow. And this just sets it all in place. I use this brow gel or just a clear one, like the Essence one or the Designer Brands one. Really doesn't matter. So yeah, as you can see the difference between my brows. I like a full brow. I can go out the house with this, but I'm not a huge fan on it when it looks so unruly like it is. But we're sweet. I can go out the house looking so ugly it's not funny, and I don't really give a crap. Probably because no one recognises me when I go out, and I barely see any friends when I go out. If I'm going out grocery shopping or going out to Champside, I barely see anyone I know. If I do see someone I know, they've all seen me without makeup anyway, so what's the point? If you could sort of say I'm really confident in myself without makeup. I only wear makeup to make myself look more glamorous and put together. If you could say that. I don't know. So to prime my eyes, I use my MAC paint pot in Soft Ochre. Even if I've got concealer already on my eyes, I like to just apply this. I don't have to, it just is an extra step. If I'm in a rush, I don't, but I'm not exactly in a rush today, so I can. And I like to set that in place, so I just use my same powder as before. Set it with the same brush. Same powder, it's going on the same face. Who gives a crap? Now my first step with my eyes is to create a crease. And yes, I have a crease already. My biggest hate, actually it's not my biggest hate, but see I can't do a makeup without doing this to my eyelids, just because if I'm to put product straight onto this eye, it's not going to look as neat or as nice as it is to this eye. So I need to put some sort of concealer or eye primer on my eye. And so here I'm just applying a little bit of a crease colour. It's just Saddle by Bobbi Brown. And I just apply this in windscreen wiper motions and then just add a little bit of circular motions to it. And that just makes your eye have more depth. I used to just do colour in the crease and then a colour on the eyelid, which, yeah, it's fine to do that. If you want to be more experimental, there are so many different ways that you can shape or colour your eyelid, if that makes sense. You can do the most simple crease colour, eyelid colour, and you're done. Or you can add like a brow highlight or something like that. That's what I started off doing, is just crease, lid, brow highlight. And then I used to add, after I did my beauty course, I used to add a little bit of colour in the outer corner when you did like people's makeups. So when I did my makeup course, I knew, and when I started my YouTube channel, that's what I started doing, was the little V or the little C in the outer corner, added on with all that. But now you've got those different ways where you can put colours here, a lighter colour here, so you can do your eyes really different anyways. I've increased my difficulties of eyelid eyeshadows colour, but I don't know what I'm going to do today. We'll surprise myself. Now you can always grab a even lighter colour than Sable for your crease. It just looks more natural also. With this colour you can bring it up as high as you want. Just ensure you leave a little bit of space for a brow highlight. I'm going to be using Wheat on my eyelid on this Eyes of the Window eyeshadow palette from Stila in Spirit. I don't like using my fingers for eyeshadows because they get really messy. But you get all the product and I don't really feel like grabbing a brush just to clean it because I'm lazy. But yeah, I started off using my I started off using, where are they? I wonder if I still got them. Oh, here we go. I started off using these sorts of things, and these are sorts of things that my mum used to use on my eyelids when she would do my makeup, and they're just those little sponge applicators that you get in your eyeshadow palettes. And yeah, you can do a whole like crease, like if you wanted to do something like use this brush, you could do it with that brush. It's just a lot harder, but they're really good to apply eyeshadow. So yeah, that's what I started off doing, that's what my mum started off doing, and I think she still uses these things, but I don't. I use brushes. Now that they've got brushes, you can use them. And here I'm just grabbing the Espresso colour. Now some brushes actually come with these sorts of applicators. They're just like a little brush applicator. They're really cool. So here I'm just doing a little bit of like a darker outer corner and then just diffusing it with a fluffy blending brush. Because I've got naturally like almond eyes, I can really do any sort of look on my eyes, and I've got brown eyes, so any sort of look on my eyes suits me. But if you've got very downturned eyes, if you've got very downturned, upturned, very close set eyes, very fast set eyes, your eyeshadow to suit that. But I just do whatever. I never used to do underneath my eyes like this. Just like to smoke out your bottom lashes or anything. That was me just using Barefoot, the colour. But yeah, I never used to colour underneath my eyelashes because it never, to me, just applying eyeshadow on the top lashes, on the top lid was fine, but you sort of were missing something. And so I think it was about maybe a year ago I started, no, 2 years ago, on and off for the past 2 years maybe, I have been doing underneath my eyes. You can do some looks you need it, some looks you don't. I'm just doing it for this look. One thing that you don't always need is a Kohl eyeliner. And this just goes down here in your waterline. I have not done my inner waterline. Let me start that again. I have not done my waterline for a while because you don't always need it. Sometimes it overpowers a look when you use black. Like this one, it sort of overpowers the look. But if you use like a nude or white, it's fine because it brightens your eyes up. I'm going to use Kitten from this eyeshadow palette. I'm just going to apply a little brow highlight and an inner corner highlight. And I always just do an inner corner highlight and a brow bone highlight. Inner corner highlight makes my eyes pop. And if you don't have the black underneath in your waterline and you want like a white or something, it's fine. When I was at school, I used to do my waterline, I used to line my waterline quite a lot with black or with nude, just because I always felt it needed it, but it doesn't. Okay, one thing, if I'm going to do like minimal makeup, one thing I will always do will be mascara, just because it opens up your eyes even more. And so yeah, mascara is the first thing I ever learned how to apply. It's also the first thing I ever learned how to fix up. I've only recently learned that you can really layer up mascaras if you want, because one mascara is not enough sometimes. Now onto lips. This is like one of the most easiest things to apply. There we go. This is my finished power of makeup. As you can see, this is the finished makeup look. It's very full, very Hollywood glamorous. And then this is my no makeup. And you can see the difference, like, okay, so you can see like my eyebrows, they're very different in comparison. My lips, we're not even going to talk about because just like completely different. My face is more flawless, and like mascara gives my eyelashes a bit more lift and a bit more volume, and then your eyeshadow can be really anything you want it to be. Overall makeup is not a big part in my life. I can wear it every day if I wanted to. I can wear it no days. It's just my dog if you can hear that. My mother just left for work and yeah, home alone and with the dog. Anyway, I find makeup can consume a lot of people, so I find it's my passion and it's my hobby and I love it. But I've only loved it for, let's say, 3 years, maybe 2 years, I don't know. It's actually the whole reason I started my YouTube channel was because I love makeup and I was bored. So that's the reason I started. It's been about 2 years that I've actually started to love makeup. So before then, I kind of despised makeup. Like, it wasn't something that I would fork out thousands and thousands of money on, or thousands of dollars on, where now it kind of is, because that's probably how much all my makeup actually costs, not gonna lie. But I used to wear very cheap makeup and my makeup used to be very small. Now it's massive and I love it, and it's kind of a problem that I love it too much. I find it very relaxing for me to put makeup on. I love it and I will do it ever, for hours and hours. But it never used to be. Like, to me it just used to be a chore I had to put on before I went out to a dance or something. And then before that it was a chore I would have to sit in a chair and wait for my mother to apply it on me. So over the years it's evolved into something that I've loved and that I just want to keep applying. And if I feel like I want to apply makeup just to sit at home all day, I'll film it and I'll sit at home and wear makeup all day. Sometimes. Not always, but I will. Yeah, to me, and this is just me, like, if you want to wear makeup every single day, go ahead, you do it. Power for you. To me, I feel like my skin would just freak out if I wore makeup every single day. And so you've got to look after your skin, and because makeup clogs up your pores, you've got to look after your skin. And it will freak out if you wear it too much, too heavy and all that. And see, I like to wear a full face of makeup if I'm going to wear any sort of makeup. So you sort of got to balance it, really. I always find if you look after your skin, your foundation, your makeup on top of your skin is going to look flawless no matter what you do. Unless you've got redness like I do, you use the color correcting primer. If you have something that you don't like about your face, or you feel insecure about, or you just don't like it, or you've got breakouts, like I have breakouts and scarring now from recent breakouts. But if you have things like that you don't like, then cover them up. I am too lazy. If I really wanted to, I could cover them up every single day when I go out, but I'm just too lazy sometimes, so I just don't bother. And yeah, I've got like veining all through my face, more of my skin. So I've embraced all of this as me. And if people want to stare, they can stare. I don't give a crap. I like the way I am and who I am as a person, and if people don't like that, they can all jump off the cliff. So yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video about me and the power of makeup and everything about it. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry if it's really long, because I have been filming for about an hour now. So yeah. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up and I will cut this video down as much as I can. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks guys. Bye.